Open your fridge, that cold light, the quiet hum, the milk that's somehow still good a week later. You don't even think about it, but for almost all of human history, that simple box of cold was an impossible dream. Food was a ticking clock, meat turned, milk soured by the afternoon. A single warm day could spoil everything you had, and eating the wrong thing on the wrong day could kill you. So how on earth did people keep food cold before there was any such thing as a fridge? The first answer was the ground beneath their feet. Dig down and the earth stays cool all year round, no matter how hot the day. So people built cellars, root cellars dug into hillsides, cool, dark rooms where vegetables, milk and meat could rest a few degrees colder than the world above. If you had a cold stream or a deep well, even better. You'd lower a pot of butter or a jug of milk down into the cold water and pull it back up hours later, still fresh. But cool is not cold, and cool only buys you a day or two. So for most of history, the real trick wasn't keeping food cold at all. It was stopping it from rotting in the first place. You salted it, you smoked it, you dried it in the sun or buried it in fat or drowned it in vinegar. A fresh fish lasts a day. A salted smoked fish lasts a winter. Whole civilizations survived on the simple magic of turning food that spoils into food that keeps. But what people really wanted, what felt like pure luxury, was ice. And for that, you needed winter. In the cold countries, when the lakes and ponds froze solid, people would go out onto the ice with saws and cut it into great heavy blocks. They'd haul those blocks back, pack them deep into pits and thick-walled ice houses, and bury them in straw and sawdust. Insulated like that, away from the air, winter ice could last right through the summer. The grandest houses had their own ice house, so the family could enjoy a cold drink in July, chilled by ice they'd cut in January. And this is where one man looked at all that frozen water and saw something nobody else could. His name was Frederic Tudor. In 1806, this restless young man from Boston looked at the frozen ponds of New England, free ice, everywhere, every single winter, and had an idea so strange that people thought he had lost his mind. He would cut the ice, load it onto ships, and sell it to hot countries that had never seen ice in their lives. His first shipments were a disaster. The ice melted. Nobody knew what to do with it. He lost a fortune and was even thrown into debtor's prison. But Frederic Tudor would not stop. He learned to pack the ice in sawdust so it barely melted. He built insulated ice houses at the ports. And then, in 1833, he did the truly unthinkable. He loaded a ship called the Tuscany with 180 tons of ice, cut from a frozen New England pond, and he sent it halfway around the world, to Calcutta, in India. A voyage of 4 months across the equator, around the southern tip of Africa, through blazing tropical heat. Everyone was certain it would arrive as nothing but a puddle. It didn't. When the Tuscany finally reached India, more than 100 tons of that ice was still solid. People who had never in their entire lives touched something frozen were suddenly sipping ice drinks in the Indian heat, cooled by our that had been a quiet frozen pond in Massachusetts just months before. Frederic Tudor became known as the Ice King and made a fortune selling the one thing his customers could never make for themselves: winter in a block. But here's the beautiful part. You didn't actually need a frozen pond or a ship to make cold. In the hot, dry corners of the world, people made a fridge out of almost nothing at all. Take a clay pot, put it inside a larger clay pot, fill the gap between them with wet sand. As the water slowly evaporates into the dry air, it carries the heat away with it, and the inside stays cool. Cold enough to keep vegetables crisp and fresh for days, no ice, no electricity, just clay, water, and a quiet trick of physics. It's called a zeer pot, and in parts of the world, people still use it to this very day. And then, in the space of a single lifetime, all of it vanished. Mechanical refrigeration arrived in the late 1800s. The electric fridge hummed its way into ordinary homes in the 1920s and 30s. And that entire world, the ice houses, the salted meat, the cold cellars, the ships heavy with ocean-crossing ice, thousands of years of human cleverness, was quietly replaced by a soft hum in the corner of the kitchen. So the next time you open the fridge without a second thought, remember what you're really looking at: Something people once buried underground, prayed for winter to provide, and shipped across entire oceans. The coldest, most ordinary corner of your home was, not so very long ago, a small miracle. There's a brand new journey into the before times every single week. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the past.